FreeMMOStation.com.
Hey guys, this is Hitso and I'm back with the first look video. I welcome you to Game of Thrones Ascent. This is actually a well played game. A lot of people like this game because they like Game of Thrones, and if you haven't seen Game of Thrones before or heard of it, then you really don't know about this world. I have not been here in a long time, so I'm just glad to be doing this again. And we are, like I said, playing Game of Thrones Ascent, and we are at the name and portrait screen, or otherwise you can call it the character creation screen. But since most people like to get into games quickly, let's get into this very fast. So here you can either choose male or female. I know a lot of males like to choose female anyways, but there's just basically the two different types, male or female, and you can choose a portrait depending on whichever one you like, or is closest to you depending on whatever you like. So, but I'm just going to choose just a random one out of all the ones. Just, I don't know why. Oh, it doesn't stop scrolling now. The first one here. And then after that, you can just put any random name or the name that you just want to put. So I'm just going to put us so we can see us. And I'm going to put my name down here. And you'll just see how fast you get into this game. Like I said, a lot of people play this game, and this is very creative. So you can see here, it kind of shows like a little story part intro in the beginning of the game, but we can skip that, and I'm sure you don't want to see that here. So you can see that the game has the basic speaking part of the game where you speak, and that's how it changes the game overall, but I'll get into that a little bit later. And making basic decisions. So you can see they talk to me here, Lord John Arryn, if that's how you say it correctly. He talks to me about whatever I need to talk about, but there's only one answer, so I'm just going to choose an answer. And you can see, of course, we have the answer and what it gives us, and the rewards, which would be this, I would just call it silver, yes, because it is silver. And of course then there's gold, of course gold being the higher one, and then there's your leveling, name, and how much power you have. And you can actually see here that power is your overall standing as a noble of Westeros. Westeros is actually where the game takes place. And of course the sound, if it's too loud, too low, whatever you want, that is where it is. So I'm gonna close this out. And you can see that we're in the first part of the game already, and you'll see that I'm talking to Sir Hugo Flint, which is a man that works for you. Sworn swords, if you're wondering what sworn swords are, it's a big part of the game. Sworn swords are the people that you assign to do quests. Basically, they do the quest for you. They do whatever you want, but of course according to what you want them to do. So you can see here, you know, he's kind of being pity here, if you want to say that. He wants to get revenge. So I'm just gonna see what does he mean. And like I said, it just influenced the game. So you can see here that I now have a sworn sword, Sir Hugo Flint. So like I said, it's very important, and you can see here that Sir Hugo grins. You know, now you can see whatever you do, whatever answer you pick can actually change it. And here's actually the reward apparently that it would give you, which would be wood, and of course the 200 silver. And this probably means that you fight. I'm sure that's what that means, that barbarian sign, if you wonder what that means. And as you can see here, we come into this little screen here before we actually get into the regular game. I believe this is just a screen for the actual quest, or just before you get it. So you can see here, he has been sent to complete quest objectives. So it kind of gives you like a tutorial, and then it shows you what out of the 3 quests you can choose. Now these 3 things are important as they all influence you in game. So you can either battle, trade, or intrigue. Alright, so just depending on, like I said, who you are, which is the best part about this game, because whatever you do, it's whatever you want to do. I'm just going to choose battle, because battle, you can see we're kind of high and that's what he wants. And then you can just send him to go battle, and then you'll see how you can go speed it up. But you have to use something like always in order to speed it up, so I'm just going to use now. And you can see here that we get wood, the sworn sword training points, which are those points. So it's, like I said, that's what that was before. Your leveling goes up, and the silver and wood that we got. So like I said, it's very simple for quest wise. So you can see here we're finally getting into something really specific in this game that really makes this game special. So here we are talking to King Robert Baratheon, if I actually said that right. You can't really see it. This is alignment. A lot of games you've seen before actually have alignment. Like I said, this is a strategy RPG, if I did not say this before. Alignment, there's 3 different types of alignment: tradition, duty, integrity, and there's 2 ways you can choose from each one. So you can see here by the answer that he gives me, I can basically put the one I want. So if, let's say if I like family, I can choose the one that gives me up in family, and they both give me iron. So he said it really it's really what you want in this game. You don't have to do something that it tells you. You can choose how this game rolls for you. So you can see I've leveled up and I actually got some titles, and here's the lore book. The lore book is very important. It actually tells you in your chapter. This game actually goes by chapters, so it shows you in this chapter how this would work. So I can actually claim the title and then go next, and you can see here this is where they have, see, I've actually gone up in part, and then this is where you'll see the 4 different quests for this prologue or this chapter, for instance. So you can see here this is where the basic game takes place here in this Games of Thrones Ascent. So here's the power that you have. This will always be here, and in your power actually has a ranking system. So right now you can see there's a lot of players. I'm ranked so high in this game, and of course you can have friends and the people who you align with. So you can see that this guy is the best guy. Hear me roar. So you can see we're in the game here, and this is the basic area of where you play, or where when you build things, because you do add buildings in this game. Another thing that is amazing about this game, when you build your kingdom, this is your screen. You can go left or right and you'll see just the progress of your kingdom. So we're gonna go into the next mission, and you can see here Master Lucas wants us. So you can see here is old ways. Old ways, if you don't know, there's always new ways in basically history. Old ways is basically to cut off your head and do stuff like that. Or new ways, they're kind of nicer, sort of, you know how old stuff is if you know about history. So I'm just gonna go for the more ways because I trust him. Like I said, so everything just influences you in this game, and of course you get silver for it. So here's buildings. The first building we can put. So we're going to put the counting house, which will always be the first one. And you can see here, this is the 3 different, basically, you know, to collect silver. This is what you purchase and this is what you use. And you can see there's stacks of coins, which actually can increase capacity and other things with different buildings, and what you need to do these certain things down here, as you can see in the left. So we're gonna just click more, and we're gonna buy this building. It is only 200, and we can see that we can speed it up. So we're just gonna use now the free thing that we have, and then we get to collect some coins since it is a counting house, and that's what basically gives us taxes. So you can see now also that it's showing us about our, you know, you can see here that it is pay to play, sort of. To get more you could buy, but I'm sure in this game, you know, you want to kind of not be cheat. I would call it cheating to not pay more. I mean, come on, $100 for 625 gold for just a game, that's pointless, guys. So don't do that. So now we're here, and now we're going to repair the keep, which is basically the wall. So I just named it whatever, and you're gonna see here that we're gonna put a keep, and there is the basic place of where we are right now. So naming your keep has given you power. So you can see that just by doing that, I have gotten more power. So everything you do gives you power, and as you level up, you unlock more buildings in this game. Otherwise, getting really into the game, also besides the actual gameplay, this game does not require a download, since a lot of people don't like downloading games, especially ones that are free. This is a nice little social game, strategy RPG game that you like. This is also made by Disruptor Beam, which is a small Boston-based company, and they actually did pretty good on this game. I don't find this game boring. It's actually, I mean, except obviously you don't really do the quest. You kind of just send people to do the quest, but that's what the game is about, because it's a strategy RPG. So it's not that bad of a game. So we're gonna click on the power. You can see, of course, then my ranking has gone way higher than before, if you remember my number. So we're gonna see here that you can get unique titles and everything from power. So you can see now we have a quest again, and you can see that he has come back, and you can see that he is apologizing to me. So like I said, I do have my different more things that I can tell him, but I'm just going to go for one of the other ones that influence the game, which would be cunning. You see my cunning sign has gone up, and it has gave me a simple ring. And I can now construct, see, now I'm level 3, I can now construct a smithy and a village center, and I can change the background of my lore book here. So he said that's not bad. So this I cannot claim yet because I am not basically gone through that yet, so I am going to most likely back out because I can't claim it yet. Or actually, yes, let me claim it. So now here is the background, right? Background basically means obviously not the background of your computer. A background is basically how you came away, like what you were before you became this king of your kingdom. So there's these different ways on how to do it. Most people that I know that have already done it, you know, if you like, you know, being really, if you want to feel cool, that's what they basically call it. Most people choose the Hedge Knight because you were, you know, you served an army, you were, and a lot of people like the benefits, since most people actually like to battle most out of all the quests. And then there's the different ones I said, so each give you different benefits, and so whichever one appeals to you most. Of course, it tells you how much friends have done this. We'll just do whatever one you want. I'm just gonna choose the Hedge Knight. I find that my favorite for some reason, so I'm just gonna choose it. So you can see here that now my background is I'm a knight, so that's actually pretty cool here. So you can see, like I said, we have unlocked the smithy, but I cannot do it, I believe, right this second, so I'm not gonna do it yet. So now you can see here that my Master Lucas, I believe he's like in this game, I think everybody has Master Lucas, if I'm sure. He's like kind of like your personal, think of like, I would call like a secretary almost in New World terms. He kind of tells you everything you want to know about everything in this game. And I'm just gonna put the family because I said I'm really interested into family, and I've gotten a tough skirt. So now you can see we can build an army, and like I said, you can keep recruiting people, sworn swords, of course, to do quests and wherever else. And with them, you see on your screen that they're idle. You can actually equip stuff for them, and they of course go up in rank. So you can see here that you can arm them with whatever you have. So I'm going to arm them with just a sword because I can't really do much, or whatever. Just arm them with that. So once you get past them, you can just put them on adventures. Adventures are cool. They go around the world, and they basically, you can fight, harass, or aid. I would just, you know, do fight because, you know, fight's important, sort of. So I said it goes really quickly. I know I've been going a long way with this game, but there's so much stuff you need to know about this game. It's like I said, it's a really cool game, and you can't really learn everything in the first 2 seconds of the game. So you can see we have gotten some training points and some silver, and it tells you what happened there on the top. You know, you can either be successful or not. And she has gained ranked. So there's one more thing in this game that's very important that I can't really show yet. I'm just waiting. I have got an achievement. You can see here that I believe I could claim something now, or it just shows you that I'm done with almost everything here. So now this is probably the main thing in the whole game. This is Westeros, right? This map, this part of the game, just where you play on. There's different houses in the game, and they all have basically different, you know, views. These are the 5 different ones. A lot of them choose either Stark, Lannister, Targaryen, or Baratheon, I believe. No, a lot of people do not choose Greyjoy for some reason. I don't know why. But they all have different benefits, and they all believe in certain things. Just like I said, just read it, and you can choose which one you like most. Or if you just like the logo or whatever it is, or the name, you can choose that one. Even though this is not, they tell you that this is kind of like, sort of like an evil, filthy. I like the way it looks, and I like the color. I don't know. So I said personal preference, and it's kind of here like on the east side, kind of cool, crown lens. So I'm going to choose that. So I said this, it changes the whole game, and I believe it changes the campaign, and you basically work for that filthy. That's who you're a part of. So I said it's a pretty cool game, guys. You can actually go to the menu also, and in the menu there's 100 different things you can do. You can see the buildings that you have, the friends that you make. You can shop, of course, for gold and silver and other things that they have in this game. It's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of different deals. You can get gear. They said most people don't try to buy all this stuff. Like I said, try not to use regular money. Like I said, this is a free game, so let's keep it free. Here's the character. You can actually, I believe, change the, or it's actually, no, not even, just equip stuff for you. You can actually, like I said, change the character, I believe, and you can see your different packs and power, but right now it's not really loading. And of course the achievements that you make in this game. The power, of course, you can see up top. Like I said, the more you do, the more higher you go up, especially in rankings. And you can see here everybody has a different fealty and their names and everything else. And then last but not least, alliance. I cannot do alliance yet just because I have not become level 5 yet. but you understand that. And here's of course the different points I was talking to you about before: intrigue, trade, and battle. Those are the 3 main things in this game. Whatever one you like to go up in, that will be your own thing. And of course there's, I believe, 4 different chapters. So he said it's a really cool game. I suggest you really play this, and for all the news you want on this game, either check out the actually inside the game, play the game if you really like it or you want to check it out, and subscribe to us at FreeMMOStation.com. Thank you guys for listening to us, and I'll see you guys later.